Facebook and Instagram's parent company Meta has reached a settlement in a lawsuit alleging it failed to protect children on the apps and misled parents about potential risks to their safety.
The tech giant will pay more than $18 billion to the states involved and rolled out sweeping changes for users under 18 years old.
Queen City News anchor Savannah Rudisell joins us explaining how much North Carolina stands to gain from this settlement. Savannah, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. A judge still needs to sign off on the agreement, but if approved, North Carolina could get up to $645 million. Now, the state is set to at least receive $450 million. Authorities say all of that money will go towards programs which support youth mental health. And teens who use Facebook and Instagram in all 50 states may soon see different features on their feeds. The company will set a daily limit of 2 hours, and they'll see prompts every 15 minutes of continuous scrolling and reminders at 60 and 90 minutes to take breaks. Minors won't be able to see the number of likes their posts get or utilize any beauty filters. Notifications from the apps will not go out to kids during the school day, and they're banned from accessing their feeds at night from midnight until 6 a.m. Meta promises to use stronger age verification protocols to ensure those who claim to be 18 or older are, and remove any user under the age of 13. Attorney General Jeff Jackson says these are important steps in the right direction.
It was specifically engineering their products to be as addictive as possible to young people. Basically, we want these apps to do a better job of not making young people feel miserable about themselves.
In an open letter, Meta executives specifically called out YouTube and TikTok, which are not part of the settlement, to make similar adjustments. They say the limitations on their sites won't lead to lasting change unless all companies are on board. Back to you.
All right, Savannah, thank you. I want to bring in our chief legal analyst, Colleen Feroz. I want to start there. We'll talk about the settlement in a second, but the fact that they said, hey, YouTube, TikTok, you guys should join board. If I'm them, I'm like, well, why are you throwing me on
that?
Right.
We have nothing about you.
Right. But also, are they saying, well, you know what? So we don't find ourselves in a similar point. Maybe it's a good move. What are you advising them to do?
If I'm advising, YouTube and the other companies, yes, I'm saying we want to get in front of this. Facebook, Meta made this settlement agreement, and I called this when the lawsuits occurred. I said this will clearly settle for billions of dollars because they have the receipts. You have a number of attorneys general that are attempting to connect you to liability, specifically enticing and engaging children on a product that you knew would addict them to it. And so the writing was on the wall, and the writing is still on the wall for these other companies. And so if you have those addictive type of tendencies, if you know that now children could use your product in a manner that you were saying on one side isn't occurring, but the data and the science is supporting that it is, you probably want to do things to prevent this. So part of that is foreshadowing, and part of that's a tap and a nudge to say you may want to kind of get in front of this. They're not going to get completely in front of it. Those other entities are already being sued by a number of the different individuals in states, just not on the large scale like Meta was right now.
As a parent, my last child at home left is 17, right? So she's in that window that could be affected by this. What does this look like for North Carolina parents as far as some of these behavior changes that Meta has to put in place?
I mean, first of all, the behavior changes I think help, but obviously the money and resources they put behind it will show. And so you can talk about a policy, you can talk about changing policies internally and externally, but if you don't have dollars that change these policies and programs and actually put teams behind it and show the science that's now supporting the changes, we won't know how impactful the things that they're doing today will occur, I don't think, for a number of years, because it took us a while to get to this point right now for us to recognize, hey, these devices and the programs they're using have addictive tendencies, similar to gambling, similar to some type of substance abuse. It's that same walking that we've done there, and so it will take us a number of years to see that, but I think it's a step in the right direction. The dollars and cents that our state will get, I think, will have an immediate impact, but we won't be able to see the move until years later.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.